Hello, fancy meeting you here. Hello, everybody! It's the holiday season, a time for love and gratitude, and if you're a writer, a time for visiting all those people who think your job is fucking stupid. It's no secret this gig comes with haters. Sometimes they're strangers on the internet, sometimes they're acquaintances or friends, sometimes they're family. Pass me the bottle, it's gonna be a long Christmas. In honor of the season, I am listing the 10 haters you meet when you become a writer. I actually covered this topic years ago, but I was a mere babe to the writing industry. I only had 5 haters to list. Now I'm older, wiser, and extra salty, and I'm here to deliver a new and improved list for you to enjoy. Happy holidays! Before we get started, I'd like to say thank you to Skillshare, who is never a hater, and also sponsored today's video. Skillshare is an online learning platform just for creators, which basically means it's a safe haven for writers. They've got thousands of classes in creative writing, business, marketing, web design, drawing, painting, whatever. I'm both a student at Skillshare as well as a teacher. I have 2 marketing classes available. One is all about how to grow an author platform. The other is how to properly release a novel with little to no help. If you want to improve your skill as a writer or better understand the industry, I highly suggest Skillshare. All of their classes are broken down into bite-sized chunks, so they're super easy to work into your schedule. Skillshare's got some goodies just for you guys. Stick around until the end of this video for details. But first, we're going to list the 10 biggest haters you will meet when you become a writer. A quick disclaimer, this list, like all the other lists, is supposed to be in good fun, so I'm not going to talk about trolls, spinners, stalkers, or harassers, because that would totally kill the vibe. We're just here to be jolly and bitch about ho-ho-hos. Number 1, the Skeptic. This person, for whatever reason, either doesn't believe you can write or requires evidence in order to substantiate your career. Oh, so you're a writer, huh? So you're just like J.K. Rowling? Are you writing a book about a school of wizards? What have you published? Show me. If it's not published, it doesn't count. Oh, it is published. Have you sold 1.5 million copies yet? If you're not at 7 figures, it doesn't count. I read that somewhere. Your books aren't on TV? Time for a new job, loser. Can you imagine if all jobs were regarded this way? Oh, so you're a surgeon? Prove it. Cut me open. Number 2, the snob. There are so many different kinds of snobs in the writing industry that you'd think we were all super rich and successful, but it turns out most of us are just impoverished embarrassments to our family. The 2 most common snobs you will come across are the genre snob, and if you're an indie writer, the publishing snob. The genre snob will most likely turn their nose up to fantasy, sci-fi, and romance because their genitals have crusted over and they're incapable of having any fun at all. A close relative of the genre snob is the category snob, who probably believes that any book outside of the young adult category is stuffy, boring, and gross. Then there's the good old publishing snob, who's been cryogenically frozen since the 80s. Indie authors make 6 figures, are featured in bookstores, and have movie deals? Boulder Dash! You could pry their ignorance out of their cold, dead hands. Number 3, the hate reader. You know those people who go into a book with their mind already made up? Why are they like that? Sometimes they hate the author, sometimes they hate the genre, but they read the book anyway, then bitch about it to anyone who will listen. I don't like Twilight. There were way too many vampires. Vampire fiction tends to be like that. And the characters, ugh. I just don't like reading about teenagers at all. Here's an idea. Don't read books about teenagers. Just a thought. Listen, I'm not here to kink shame. If you're a masochist, do you. But stick to torturing yourself. You don't have to torture the rest of us with your complaints. Number 4, the rival. Sometimes authors see other writers as competition, which makes complete sense. It's not like readers can be fans of more than one book at the same time. It's also not like authors can provide a beneficial promotional network for one another. That would be stupid. I've heard of writers who gave all the authors in their writing group 1-star reviews, hoping that it would drive readers away from their books and toward their own. All it did was destroy their reputation and network. Bet you didn't see that coming. The best part is, the more reviews a book has, the greater exposure it gets on review platforms. even if those reviews are 1 star. Congratulations, you just promoted your rivals and ostracized yourself. Brilliant move. Number 5, the pseudo-intellectual. So you're writing a book. I'm smart too. Let me prove it for the next 5 hours. If you're a man, this guy will probably ask to grab a few beers and pick your brain. And if you're a woman, he's gonna offer to mentor you. I run a convenience store and have never written or published anything in my life, which means I am the perfect person to tell you exactly how to run your platform. Oh, you don't want to listen to me desperately compensate for my insecurities? Well, you're a ignoramus and a grimalkin. That means bitch. Bet you didn't know that, cause you don't have a mentor like me. Number 6, the person who wants to square up. There are lots of people who find the word author threatening. Oh, so you're an author? What are you trying to say? You think you're better than me? Because you know words and can write them? I don't understand where this mentality comes from, since writing is a career that is widely looked down upon. Plus, lots of authors are idiots. There's nothing special about us, I promise you. Put the knife down. Number 7, the tagger. This person tags you in negative reviews, cause they're an asshole. But Jenna, my opinion matters. Sure it does, just as much as every other opinion on the planet. And believe it or not, authors don't have time to listen to all of them. But Jenna, I have feedback. Authors find feedback helpful when it comes from beta readers, critique partners, editors, or proofreaders, not whiners on the internet. It's your prerogative to leave reviews, but the fact remains reviews exist for readers, not authors. They're a recommendation or a warning to someone who plans to pick up your book. Show some basic etiquette and leave authors alone. Number 8, the person who thinks your job doesn't count. Writing isn't a real job. Well, I make money off of it, so yeah, I think it is. What constitutes a real job? Or are these just your own arbitrary standards that you expect me to follow? You could be a best-selling author making a solid income, and you will still meet people who tell you your job is not real. Trust me. I know. So, are you still unemployed? I work 12-hour days, 7 days a week. How's your cubicle? Still an endless pit of despair? Well, on the plus side, at least it's a real job. Number 9, the interrupter. I'm getting really close to the release of my book. Right now it's with the editor, and then after that, all I have to do is, oh my god, the craziest thing happened at work. A woman peed herself. Can you believe? So anyway, it's with my editor, and I think I'll be getting the first round of edits in about... Have you heard from Aunt Judy lately? No, I haven't. But anyway, my book is really... She's gotten fat. Like, really fat. All I have to do is write so fat. I don't know if the interrupter fits the definition of a hater. It's just more of a hunch. How can you lack so much self-awareness that you mindlessly interrupt the same person whenever they just so happen to mention their... Guess what, guys? I have hemorrhoids. And number 10, people who could totally be an author. You know, if they wanted to. Oh, I could definitely write a book. You know, if I had the time. Being a condescending dick must really eat away at your schedule, don't it? It's easy to write a book. I've got an entire story written in my head. Really? Why don't you crack that brilliant brain open and show us? When people throw this line at you, try not to get annoyed or offended or infuriated beyond measure. Just remember that you did something so many people dream of, yet are never able to achieve. Let them make their patronizing comments while you keep being the badass wordsmith you are. So that's all I got for you today. Again, thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video and for always supporting my platform. If you are interested in learning more about writing, definitely check out Skillshare and be sure to check out my writer marketing classes. They're awesome. A premium membership at Skillshare is super cheap and annual subscription is less than 10 bucks a month. However, right now you can get 2 months of Skillshare Premium for free by clicking the link I've got below. That's 2 months of access to thousands of classes for $0. You can take Saba Tahir's classes for free. You can take Matt Belisai's classes for free. You can take my classes for free. click the link. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos on Wednesdays, and if you want to be alerted as soon as I upload, ring that bell. The Savior's Champion is available in ebook, paperback, hardback, signed hardback, as well as audiobook. If you are new to audiobooks, you can listen to TSC on Audible for free. I got all the info listed below. And be sure to follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook, and of course, you can tweet me at Jenna Moreci. Bye!
This is Rondies. Why the fuck haven't you subscribed to Jenna's channel? Do you really want to face me? If you don't do it, you know what will happen. I'll rip out your tongue, torture you, then leave your rotten corpse out for the birds to feast on it. Now press the goddamn button. And the bell too.